Hello friends, welcome to Mysterious Stories, friends. 2 years ago, a man was standing in the dock in the American court. The judge sentenced him to 7 years in jail, but this was not an ordinary case. The name of this man was Kamran Faridi, an American intelligence. The agency is FBI. Kamran once worked in this agency. He was a highly respected FBI officer. However, his imprisonment for 7 years was a significant event. Who was Kamran Faridi? Kamran was residing in America with his friends, where he was enjoying a luxurious lifestyle that included the ownership of costly vehicles. People believed that Kamran was a wealthy merchant who exported goods from the United States, as he possessed an abundance of expensive clothing. However, it was not always the case. He was an FBI agent. This narrative begins from Karachi. Kamran was born in Gulshan Iqbal section of Karachi. Kamran was excellent in studies, but the issue was that he began taking part in politics from college itself. This was the epoch of 1990. See, at that time there was a lot of violence in politics in Karachi. Ranuma, students of different organizations, used to fight with each other, and Kamran was also growing up in this milieu. The situation became so terrible that Kamran began kidnapping individuals and begging for allowance. He did not go home for many days. Police searched for him. Friends, Kamran's parents knew that their son's life was being wrecked. They paid money to an agent and sent Kamran from Pakistan to Sweden. Sweden is in Europe. Kamran reached here and he applied for political asylum in Sweden. He is a political alumnus. He cannot go to Pakistan, but Kamran fell into terrible company in Sweden too. Very soon he began committing felonies with the local groups there. He was detained several times by the Swedish police. This was the year 1992. Kamran had understood that he would not get political asylum in Sweden, and from here his voyage to America began. Friends, Kamran went to conceal in a lake in Sweden, and from here, with the aid of an NGO, he reached one of the European countries. The country reached Iceland, and from there an agent sent it to America. See, this was the era of 1990 when visa etc. were not as stringent as they are today. However, Kamran started a new life in the American city of Atlanta. He worked very hard, and in 1994 till then he also bought a petrol pump in Atlanta. But friends, it was from here that Kamran's life entirely transformed. Friends, in the area where Kamran resided, many Pakistani Indians, Bangladeshi people lived there. Many of them used to peddle narcotics like heroin. The police there repeatedly asked Kamran to disclose any information about these individuals to the police. That is, the police wanted Kamran to work for them, and from here Kamran got recruited into America's intelligence agency FBI. The voyage was quite odd, however, companions. Within no time Kamran became a star of the FBI. He was a very competent officer and was highly respected. Kamran's existence had entirely changed. In 2015, the FBI sent Kamran on a mission to Turkey. Friends, within a few days, the same ISIS had been established which had captured the areas of Iraq and Syria and had established its dominion. Kamran's mission was to make friends with the ISIS individuals in Turkey and give all their information to the FBI. Kamran was in Turkey. He went there masquerading as a businessman and leased an opulent villa there. Here he met a man named Al-Walid Khalid. This individual was related to ISIS. Friends, this individual was residing illegally in Turkey. He had a very large family with him, his mother, 9 sisters and 2 spouses. He needed a sizable house for his family. Kamran assisted him by obtaining Al-Walid a luxurious home, and thus both of them became very close friends. Through Al-Walid, Kamran met the citizens of Iraq. Started meeting, Kamran told Al-Walid that he also wanted to assist the people of his. Even Kamran went to Syria, i.e. Sham, where he was very active. He was giving all the intelligence of his to FBI. Friends, in 2015 Kamran, due to this reason, N. Davis, an ICE member, was captured. Kamran came back to America, but in 2018, he was sent on another mission to Africa. Here too, he was working for the FBI as a businessman. During this period, he also performed many missions in Asia. But Kamran continuing. He had also done a lot of work against the Russians, those Russians who were bringing drugs to America. That is, Kamran had become a very important member of the FBI. Friends, the issue here is that then why was Kamran sent to prison? See Karachi. Jabir Motiwala is a merchant. FBI was after Jabir Motiwala. They believed that Jabir Motiwala was related to Dawood Ibrahim. They wanted to capture Jabir Motiwala, but they did not have any substantiation. Even a few years ago, Jabir Motiwala was in UK and he was sent to prison there under the duress of America. America wanted Jabir to be transported from UK to America, but Jabir filed a case in the court there against the government of UK, and now let's see that Jabir won this case and he was released. However, FBI wanted to capture Jabir Motiwala and they gave this mission to Kamran Faridi, but friends, Kamran clearly refused. He said that FBI is attempting to ensnare Jabir Motiwala with fraudulent evidence and it is in this task. Will not support the FBI. He even sent emails to the FBI and threatened them. Friends, after this, Kamran was dismissed from the FBI, one of their star officers. This was the year 2020. Friends, now Kamran decided that he would go to the UK, and Jabir Motiwala would give a statement in court in favor of Kamran, explaining how the FBI wanted to implicate him. However, Kamran was detained as soon as he reached the UK and was brought back to America on the allegation that he had threatened FBI officers 2 years prior, in 2022. He stood in court in 1955 and was sentenced to 7 years in prison. The judge even remarked that it was a very difficult decision because Kamran had done significant work for America. Later, this sentence was reduced to 6 years, but Kamran was released from prison after only 2 years. Kamran was released on March 18, just a few months ago, but his US citizenship has been revoked, and he must leave America before August. Kamran is now 60 years old. This story is no less than a film narrative. Thank you for viewing. If you like this story, kindly subscribe to our channel.